It's finally your best friend's wedding day. Everyone is busy in some work. You notice some flowers fell, so stand on a table to fix it. You were fixing while you stumbled and about to fall. You were ready to hit the ground, closing your eyes, but someone caught you. Opening your eyes, you saw Jungkook holding you securely with a smile. Careful, Mrs. Kim, it is your favorite thing to fall. You stand properly, fixing your clothes, accidentally fall. If you like to fall, then fall for me, Mrs. Kim. I will not hurt you. You blushed at his words but quickly hid it and said, fall for you, my foot. Not just your foot, I want you to fall for me the whole. He said with a smirk, yes, he is teasing you from yesterday, remembering your words about the night or openly flirting with you being flustered. You went from there, leaving him smiling. You came into the dressing room where Stella is getting ready. You went behind her, placing your hands on her shoulder. She looked at you through the mirror and smiled. Looking at you, makeup artist moved aside. I'm looking, she asked nervously. You can sense she is too nervous. You smiled. You're looking too beautiful that one will faint by your beauty. Really? Yes. And you know, even if you won't wear this and wear a night suit, still one will marry you. You chuckled. I don't know, suddenly I'm feeling too nervous thinking about the marriage. Like I'm happy that it's finally happening, but there is an emotion I can't explain. You smiled at her. It's fine, it's your wedding day. So getting nervous is a normal thing. She got up and hugged you. I will miss you after marriage. I'm going to stick to you even though you are going to marry, and if one will stop me, I will kidnap you. You both laughed and backed away. I know he won't, but if he will, I will divorce him. You smiled, looking at her, all relief. But you know I will not miss you for too long. You frowned at her words because you will soon become my sister in law. You blushed at her words. Shut up, Stella, it's not like that. What do you think? And he's just teasing me. Literally, are you kidding me? He's head over heels for you, dude. It is just your imagination. Let's see whether it's my imagination or your ignorance. Leave it, I'm going to get ready. You went from there. Let's see how much you will run from your feelings, my dumb friend. She sighed. The wedding is going to start. Stella came holding Mr. Choi's arms, looking all beautiful. One who is admiring her, everyone eyes on her. Meanwhile, Jungkook are searching for you, and you came hurriedly from the side, wearing your earring, his eyes fixed on you, forgetting his surroundings. You were wearing a light pink dress, simple makeup, loosened up hair, looking ethereal. Even though he had seen you in this dress before, still you managed to skip his heartbeat. You stand at her side looking at Stella, who is walking towards the aisle. Von Wu took her hand in his, smiling, while Jungkook came towards you. Are you planning to give people a heart attack by your beauty? He said near your ear. You looked at him confused. You just gave me a mini heart attack. You ignored his words and again focused on Stella, internally smiling. He knows his effect on you. Not continuing further, he stands beside you. Stella and Vonvu are taking the vows. You were happy for your best friend, and unknowingly tears came in your eyes. Of course, happy tears. Jungkook noticed and handed you handkerchief. You looked at his hand, then him. Without saying anything, you took it. On the other hand, Jimin is looking at Alec. He wants to talk with her as he is getting flashbacks, like him hugging her and crying. But he can't understand it is a dream or reality. She didn't go to the office, so he didn't meet her after that incident. He himself is not okay, and all this just making him more restless. He didn't want to come, but it is his friend's wedding, so of course he have to. And staying at home also makes him suffocated, so he came here eventually. He came out of his thoughts when everyone started clapping. The priest announced them as wife and husband and told them to kiss. Jimin looked at them and the scene came in his mind, him kissing Alec. He got surprised, like he doesn't know why it is happening with him. He's restless. Without waiting for anything, he went towards Alec and held her arm. She looked at him surprisingly and confused. Without saying anything, he dragged her. Stella and Wonwoo kissed each other, and everyone cheered, giving them blessings. And now the bride will throw the bouquet. Every single woman gathered there. You didn't went, as you were not at all interested in this ceremony. She frowned. She throwed, but instead of any girl, Jungkook catched it. Everyone laughed. You caught it like you were eagerly waiting for your marriage. He scratched his neck, being embarrassed. After some minutes, he came towards you and gave the bouquet. See, I'm working hard for our future. He said to you while you became beetroot. You didn't realize earlier why he caught that, and now knowing the reason you became shy. I didn't ask you to do it. Gay, but I want to. Before you say anything, Mrs. Choi called you, so you went with her. I will soon make you mine. Thinking he also went to work. Jimin took Alec in a room which is unlocked. Now, will you tell me why you brought me here? I'm asking you from earlier. I want to ask you something, Alec, and I just want the answer in yes or no. He said sternly, looking at her. She became nervous, thinking, what happened? What do you want to ask? She asked nervously. Did something happen that night? I already told you that nothing happened. She said nervously, making it obvious. She is lying. He holds her shoulder. Don't lie, Alec. Just don't. He burst out, but quickly made him calm. Did I cry that night? Did I tell you anything? Just answer me yes or no. Seeing him like this, she answered, yes. Jimin understood that it was not a dream. Did I kiss you? She became shocked hearing this. Did you remember everything? Means I kissed you, right? Yes. Hearing this, he left her shoulders. Then why the fuck you lied to me? I asked you, right? Just tell me, damn it. Why did you lie to me? She flinched hearing his voice. I thought you will regret it, so I didn't told you. She said, trembling. You are already stressed. I don't want to become another problem in your life. She said, crying. Seeing her like this, his eyes softened. She became shocked He cupped her face. Did I ever told you that you are a problem in my life? And do you really think that I will regret this? I know I'm stressed out due to my mom, dad, but you will not add a problem by telling me this. You're the only solution in my life. How can you say this to yourself? You told me that day that you love me, but you don't even trust me to tell me this. Do you think I will kiss anyone like this? Being drunk, I know. I didn't remember anything the next day, but I am sure that at that moment I know that the girl is you. So I kissed you. If I would not remember anything, you would have never told me. His tears came out. He is hurt. No, it's not like that. I trust you, but when you said you don't remember anything, I don't know what to do. I just want time to clear things. It's not like I would have ever never told you. I thought I would tell you later. I'm sorry I didn't mean to hurt you. I'm sorry. I should not have forgotten it in the first place. He said, attaching their forehead. Never do like this again. I love you more than anything. Her breath hissed, hearing this. Even I'm sad, stressed looking at you just makes me happy. I realized it after a long time, but I love you, Alec. I truly do. If I ever forget like this again, just slap me next day and tell me everything instead of hiding it. Did you understand? She chuckled and nodded. He hugged her securely. Both are happy and relieved after the end of war in their minds. He backed away, looking at her, asking for permission. She nodded. He locked his arms around her neck and slowly pulled her close. And finally, their lips met. The lips moved slowly at first, but then they parted and the kiss became more fierce. Her fingers locked in his hair. The kiss is so deep that the tears came. Feeling happy, and their tears sneak into their kiss, which makes the kiss more profound and beautiful. Parting, they again attached their forehead, breathing heavily. I love you. I love you too. Saying this, she hugged him. He closed his eyes, feeling overwhelmed. Suddenly, he backed away and held her shoulders. That day you told me that you are not single. What about that? She awkwardly smiled. I was just teasing you and wanted to see your reaction. He sighed in relief. Don't do this kind of stuff again. You're becoming more naughty day by day. So what? You have to handle me now. Your whole life. I will. She smiled and again hugged him. It's the start of their story. It's late now, and finally the wedding went well. Stella and Wanwu already left a long time ago. You're also ready to go as you're super tired. Auntie, I'm going home. You went near Mrs. John and said, okay, dear, but don't go alone. Go with Jungkook. It's fine, Auntie. I will manage. No, dear, it's already late. Why would you go alone if he's here? She didn't even call him, but he came by himself. You called me, Mom? No, not yet, but I was about to. But maybe you started hearing things, she said teasingly. Of course, she started to notice his son's doing. He smiled shyly. Take Ryan to home, as you say. He smiled at her. Let's go, Mrs. Kim. He told you, nodding. You started to walk. They look cute together, she thought. You were sitting calmly, closing your eyes, listening to the soft music, while Jungkook is taking glances of you and smiling. The ride is silent but not awkward. But the moment got disturbed when the car suddenly stopped. You opened your eyes thinking you have reached, but you were in the middle of a silent road. Why did you stop the car? I didn't do it. The car suddenly stopped. Let me check. He went outside and checked. Maybe there is something problem in the car, he said, coming back to the window. You come outside hearing this. Now what we do? Wait, I will call some mechanic. He nodded. There is no network, he sighed frustratingly. Maybe we have to go by walking. It's not even that far. If we go by walking, we will reach in 30 minutes. Are you kidding me right now? Do you think I am? We have no other option. At this time, I don't think anyone will pass from this area. So let's go. Saying this, he started to walk. You ground annoyingly. You are already tired. Now this all just making you frustrated. Why did I come with you? It would be better if I would have come alone. You said annoyingly and started to walk behind him. I can hear you. It's your fault. Because of you, I have to bear it. You were let go of your frustration on him while he was just walking calmly, as he knew you were tired and he didn't want to make you more annoyed. You both are walking for a long time now. When will reach Jungkook? He's hardly 10 minutes away. Just as the heels are scratching your legs, which is making it difficult for you to walk. And your gown is heavy, which is not at all helping the situation. Jungkook turned around. What happened? Are you okay? Nothing. He noticed the way you are walking. Is there any problem with your legs? Let me see. I told you I am fine. Let's go. We have to reach early. He knows that you are not fine but still nodded and started walking. You also followed him somehow but suddenly it started raining. Jungkook quickly went under a tree and called you also to come, but you just stand there like a statue. You are already frustrated and due to the rain you were going in your guilt trip. You were standing there blankly. Can't you hear me? I am calling you for the fifth time now. He said, coming towards you, holding your shoulders. You just looked at him without saying anything. Let's go under the tree, otherwise, you will catch a cold again. But still, you were standing there only without moving your face. Your face became pale. What happened? Why are you not coming? Is something bothering you? You looked at him for seconds and went under the tree. He came behind you. Both are pretty much soaked in water. I'm asking you something, Ryan. What happened? Why did you stop? Nothing. I was just thinking something. Your voice cracked. I want the truth, Twain, not your excuses. Tell me what happened. A tear came out, but he quickly wiped it. He became more concerned. Now you're scaring me, Vayan. Tell me what happened. Did your legs are hurting? Just tell me already. You turned around. I told you I'm fine. You're not fine, so stop lying to me, he said frustratingly and loudly. He's worried for you, but your response is making him angry. I already told you I'm okay. And why do you care? He turned you around and held your shoulders tightly. I care for you because I love you, damn it. Why can't you understand? Your breath hitched, hearing his confession out of the sudden, and heartbeat increased. You slightly flinched under his touch, and your tears came out. His eyes are softened, seeing your actions. He didn't want to scare you. He gently held you. I care for you because I want you to be happy, Ryan. I don't want you to be sad and bottled up all your problems inside you. I care for you because you never take care of yourself, which makes me worry for you. Just lean on me once. I swear I will never let you fall. Even if it takes everything from me. Just share your problems with me. Keeping everything inside will just make it worse. Trust me. You didn't say anything and just hugged him, crying miserably. After your parents were gone, you couldn't tell anyone the guilt which was eating you from inside. Not even Stella. He doesn't know what is the reason behind your tears, but he knows that he will make every pain in your life disappear. He hugged you tightly and let you cry for the last time. You both stayed like that for some time. When the rain stopped, he picked you up like a koala. And this time you didn't stop him. He walked like this, you in his arms, the whole way, and didn't ask a single thing while you just rested your head on his shoulder, wrapping your hands around his neck. Reaching home, he straightly takes you to his room. He also didn't protest. He made you sit on the bathroom counter and slowly take off your heels. He went outside to bring you his clothes. Coming back, he gave you his one shirt and a shorts. You were just looking at his actions silently. Wear this, okay? If you need anything, tell me. Saying this, he went outside. After you freshen up, you come outside and see he already changed his clothes and was waiting for you. Jungkook looked towards you for a first minute and came towards you. Look, holding your hands, he made you sit on the bed. Then he brought first aid box. Then kneeling down, he put bandage on your scratches. You were just silent and feeling to be loved. After that, he made you lay on the bed and then settle beside you, pulling you closer to him, thinking he will talk about this tomorrow. You hugged his waist. After a few minutes, you said, Jungkook, are you awake? Your voice came like a whisper. He just hummed, my parents died on my birthday, and that time it was raining. This one sentence of yours made him understand everything. He hugged you tightly. You tell him everything. He was just listening, letting you speak out, caressing your back. And from that day, I can't stop to blame myself. Whenever I see raining, Jungkook backed a bit and looked in your eyes. It's not your fault, love. Believe me, you didn't know this would happen to them. You were not the reason for their death. It's all destiny. how they were feeling seeing you like this, blaming yourself. Do you think they would be happy? He said softly. Your eyes again welled up, listening to his words. You hugged him tightly. Promise me you will never blame yourself again. I will try. We will work on it. Don't worry. Saying this, he started to caress your hair, while you found your comfort place and soon drifted to sleep. I will never let you cry again, sweetheart, as far as they are happy tears. I promise on my everything. He also slept, securing you in his arms. Next morning, you opened your eyes slowly and found yourself in the arms of your love, of the life. You smiled, remembering how he placed every piece of you by his words, which he didn't even break. You caressed his hair softly. Thank you for everything which you did for me. Thank you for giving me the comfort by your words, which I didn't even know I needed. I am not good at expressing myself, but you made me to try to lean on you. I didn't even know when I fall for you, but I fell very hardly. I love you, Shankar. Saying this, he kissed his forehead. I love you too, sweetheart. Your eyes widened hearing his response. You backed away a little. You were awake from when? Maybe when you were caressing my hair? It means you heard everything? Isn't it was about me, so what's wrong? He asked playfully. You are a cheater. How could you overhear people's talk? He pulled you more closer and whispered in your ear. Everything is fair in love, sweetheart. You blushed at his words, and it's good, right? I heard it. Hearing this type of words from you is a rare thing. You hit his arms and he chuckled. Okay, then I'm leaving. He suddenly hovered over you. Where are you going, sweetheart? Without giving me my morning kiss. You blushed at his words, and why would I? It's not like I'm your girlfriend, you said teasingly. Right, you're not my girlfriend. You're soon to be Mrs. John. It's not for today or tomorrow you're falling into the trap, Mrs. John. You blushed, and without hearing a response, he attached his lips. You quickly responded to. You both heartbeat are dancing crazily around your chest. Your hands slide into his hair while his one hand cupping your face and your other one on your waist, bringing you closer, making the kiss more deep. You both were not just merrily kissing but inhaling each other too. You pulled away a little bit for air, but he again pulls and kiss, but finally leave you to catch your breath. He attached his forehead against yours. I couldn't control seeing you in my clothes. You both are breathing heavily. Thank you for trusting me. And I promise I will not let you regret this. I know, Mr. John. You said and pecked his cheeks. He smiled. Now let me go. I have to freshen up. If you want, we can take a bath together. He teased you, you hit him on his head. You pervert. You get up, but he suddenly holds you in a bridal style. You gasped. If you can't take a bath together, then let me carry you till your room. Jungkook, I can walk. Leave me, somebody will see us. He whispered, yelled at him. Yes, Jungkook, I think she is saying right. Mrs. John said from behind. He turned around and looked. Everyone was there. Your eyes widened and cheeks became like the tomato. You tried to come out of his grip, but this one is not leaving you and tightened his grip around you. And not at all bothered. Good morning, Mom. I know she can walk, but as a boyfriend, I'm just pampering her. Boyfriend, huh? She said teasingly, smiled looking at you, while you became more red from embarrassment and just wanted to smack his coconut head right now. Looking at them, Mom, it feels like they will make you grandparents before us, she said, laughing. If you want, we can work on it, baby, and beat them. Now it's hard to be embarrassed and red. Why did I get this much shameless sons? Everyone laughed. Okay, mom, I'm going. Now my girlfriend is getting shy. I hope you also would get a little bit of shyness, son. She said sarcastically. You hide your face in his neck, being shy, and he started to walk. Everyone is admiring you both and happy for you both. I think we have to plan the next wedding, Suzanne, she said to Mrs. Choi and laughed. Yes, she said, chuckling.